This is Cody. He's on a mission to help over 1 million Etsy sellers build better businesses and create financial freedom. He's built the #1 Etsy search analytics tool in the market and has already helped over 250,000 sellers with his platform, EverBee. I met up with Cody where he broke down what EverBee is, how to effectively use it, and what he's working on now. I'm Steven from Hello Custom, and this is Cody's story. So Cody, for those that don't know you, would you mind sharing a little bit about who you are and what you do?
Sure, yeah. Thank you for being here again. My name is Cody McGuffie. I'm the founder and CEO of EverBee. We are the all-in-one business platform for Etsy sellers. And really, we get to empower aspiring and growing entrepreneurs every single day by providing tools to actually help them do that thing. So typically, the people that come to the EverBee platform are folks that align with our beliefs. And we believe that everyone deserves the opportunity to pursue their passions and live life on their own terms. And that's what EverBee is all about. So I'm very grateful for our team. I'm super grateful for our community because it continues to grow, continues to get better, continues to get stronger. And really at the end of the day, we want to help regular people that are entrepreneurs, that are founders of their own business, achieve their dreams and achieve their success. And really that's the whole thing. That's what it's about, and that's what I do every day.
Perfect, I love that. Would you mind just giving like a highlight reel of like who is Cody?
Honestly, like that's not something I've ever prepared for, right, for that question, although I think about it all the time. I'm a husband, I'm a father, and I have 2 beautiful children, 4 and a 2-year-old, a boy and a girl. And I also pride myself on being the best husband, best father I could possibly be, best son, uncle, brother, right? And I want to be the best version of Cody. And I think everybody can achieve those goals that they set. And so if you would ask my family that question of like, hey, who's Cody? I'm curious to see like what they would answer with, but I imagine it would probably be something like that.
What was the initial spark to like want to do EverBee?
Fortunately, I grew up in a great family. I have a great mother, I had a great father who passed away pretty early on in my life, but I have a great stepfather, I have great siblings, I'm one of 6. And fortunately I had that. Health, I was always into sports. I was kind of that competitive athlete. I played sports all throughout high school. I played college football. Understanding of the importance of health already came natural. The wealth did not. What does wealth even mean? Does that just mean money? Does it mean cash? Does it mean real estate? What does it mean? And for me, it was the freedom of time, freedom of location, freedom of any financial burdens. And those are 3 things that I'm optimizing our life for is time freedom, location freedom, and financial freedom. That puzzle piece that I was trying to solve for led me to all of our business ventures. And that led me to real estate. It led me to Amazon FBA initially. It led me to Shopify. It led me to eBay. And then eventually it led me to Etsy. It kind of led me on a few different projects. It eventually led to EverBee. And now we're not looking back.
Dude, I love that. In terms of like a mission statement, like on for the success of your users, like what's the mission of EverBee? Our
mission is to help give everybody the opportunity to pursue their passions and live life on their own terms. That is our mission. We do that through delivering simplified global e-commerce. We believe in empowering entrepreneurs, e-commerce owners, print-on-demand sellers, digital sellers across the globe.
Would you mind sharing some of the features that EverBee has?
Yeah, absolutely. People use EverBee to do 2 things, to start their business on Etsy and to grow their business on Etsy. And so how we do that is we have various tools to help support that initiative. First thing is our product research tool. That is the main tool that you need to be using in order to find the best products you should sell on Etsy. We have our keyword research tool, which is essentially you need to understand what people are actually searching for on Etsy to understand that if they're searching for it on Etsy, very likely they want to actually buy it on Etsy. Then we also have Etsy Calculator, right? It's one thing to just list things on Etsy, but the problem is, do you know if you're making any money when you sell a product? And the whole point of EverBee is to help people grow and sustain their business. And for the sellers that have a lot of listings and they ask the question of where are they ranking on Etsy? Are they falling on page 1, page 2, page 100, page infinity? That's where our listing rank tracker will actually show you, actually monitors each one of your listings and actually checks it every single day and shows you where your organic rank is for every single listing that you have. And for the folks that have revenue inside their shop and they are dreading that, like the scary Etsy suspension, that's where our trademark monitor comes in. Etsy doesn't really care. They will suspend your shop just like that, even if it was an accident. So that's our job as sellers, as entrepreneurs, is to monitor and be accountable for our own listings. The Trademark Monitor helps you do that. It's painful when you go through all this process of creating this amazing product, amazing listing that you're so proud of, and all of a sudden you get 0 sales. You didn't even do the first part, which is actually understanding what your potential customer would want. And so that's what EverBee, pretty much the main thing is why EverBee started, is to solve that main problem. And I think we've done it really well.
So having access to these tools and access to this data is one thing, but leveraging it in your business is something else. How do you see successful Etsy sellers using EverBee?
It's a great question. The majority of the successful sellers that I see using EverBee, they have a data-driven mindset. Right? They understand that data is one of the most important things inside of their business. If they're not using data, they are going to fall behind, and they're simply only relying on their gut. Like eventually they're going to make too many mistakes and they will fall behind. So first of all, the mindset of just like understanding a data-driven approach is one of the best approaches. Now two, it's really, they like I mentioned earlier, they focus on the customer. And when I say the customer, I mean the market, right? And they start with them. Hey, what are they already searching for using the keyword research tool? And what are they already buying, which is the product research tool, which is basically product analytics. You can understand, okay, this keyword, mom shirt, for example, is getting searched 3,000 searches per month, right, on Etsy. We understand people are searching for that. And then the next question is, hey, which one of these listings, because there's a lot of listings on that page and through the database, which listings are actually getting purchased? The data drives you to it. And then you get to throw on the creative hat of like, oh, how do I separate myself? How do I add value to these listings now, rather than just copy?
So how often would you recommend people do that product research?
Front loading it when you're first creating your shop or getting ready to go into a holiday season. But really you should always be aware of what the market's actually doing, because at the end of the day, it's not a set and forget. Like no business is completely passive, right? Regardless of what anybody tells you. It's just, I've never seen it ever happen. And it could be mostly passive, it could be semi-passive, but at the end of the day, if you want to do something great, you have to like really put the effort in, and you have to be the best at what you do. And if product research helps you be the best, you should be doing it all the time.
Yeah, makes complete sense. So I'd love to get your opinion on print on demand for Etsy.
Yeah, man, I get that question a lot. Like, should I be selling print on demand? Is the opportunity dead? Is it oversaturated? And the true answer is no. It's certainly more than alive. It's not oversaturated, and the opportunity is literally here for everyone. It doesn't matter what you sell. Doesn't matter how you sell it. Doesn't matter how you position your products. Of course it does. But print on demand is the biggest opportunity that we have in 2023 and beyond. The idea that you could start a business with virtually $0, right, is unreal. Our grandparents in the past had to have hundreds of thousands of dollars to start businesses, right? With Amazon FBA, you have to have $5,000 to $10,000 to start a business. And I know that from experience, and I know you do too.
Oh yeah.
Where print on demand, you can start with a few $100s to start the business. And you can be successful. It's not like it's not possible. Like there are multiple case studies that like your friends also on EverBee podcast, like we interview successful print on demand sellers. And it's so much validation. So not only is it possible, it's probable if you actually just follow the steps and are truly passionate and care about the customers that you're serving. Print on demand is by far the biggest opportunity we have. If we're not taking advantage of it, we are leaving money on the table, leaving opportunity on the table. And I feel like we might regret it because it's like one of those things that's happening right before our eyes. And so, yeah.
Yeah, it makes total sense. Is there any products that you see are doing well on Etsy for print on demand?
So many, of course. I live in the data, right, with EverBee. So we get to like study different products. I've probably looked at like over $100 million or 100 million products now, just like every single month or whatever. And the thing that we're seeing kind of living forever is apparel. surprisingly, right? Surprisingly or not, depending on how you look at it, shirts with designs, bundles, family shirts, vacation shirts, all these different types of apparel continue to thrive on Etsy and a lot of other marketplaces too. But it's certainly a thing on Etsy. I see it continue to be a thing moving forward. And overall, I would say that because the nature of designs on shirts, it continues to be evergreen and it continues to change. So yeah, the opportunity is huge.
Real quick, this episode is brought to you by Hello Custom. Hello Custom is the first ever done-for-you personalization app for Etsy print-on-demand sellers. When a personalized order comes in, Hello Custom will automatically personalize the graphic for you. And if you're connected to Printify, it will automatically fulfill it too. I've included a link in the description below where you can sign up. All right, back to the episode. So what are you working on now?
Right now, EverBee is completely free. So everyone has access to EverBee, and when they sign up for EverBee for free, they get access to EverBee exclusive private community. They get access to a lot of our free tools, which includes the Etsy calculator and a product research tool, keyword research tool, all that good stuff. But it doesn't just end there. Our mission is to simplify global e-commerce for all of our sellers. That is a big task, and there's a lot of things that go into that. So the next things that we're working on the moment, and this is going to be launched before the end of 2023, are two main things. One is EverBee email. We want to empower our sellers, our customers, to build lasting relationships with their customers, right? We want to help them build a brand, separate themselves in a lot of different ways, which is hard to do if you're an Etsy seller. And so EverBee email will allow them to actually build a relationship, get repeat customers, create upsells, all that good stuff, add additional revenue consistently and sustainably to their shop. The second thing, which I'm really excited about too, is EverBee Print, which is our print-on-demand platform. And it is going to be, we're going to give the ability for all of our sellers to have access to the highest demand products and be able to sell them without any worries of supply, stock out issues, cross-border issues. They will be able to sell globally without having to think about anything other than being able to create an awesome design that sells and get the sale. And so we're really excited about those two main things because it's going to add so much value to all of our customers.
Are there any features that EverBee Print's going to have that's going to make it unique from all the other print providers?
Everybody on our team is constantly trying to add so much value to the seller and make it to where it's a no-brainer for someone to actually get so much value out of EverBee Print. The first thing that I'm thinking of is, like I mentioned, the simplification of the entire process, not having to worry about picking suppliers, not having to worry about stock outs, not having to worry about this supplier has this supplier has this. We don't have to worry about any of that. That's the first main thing. The second main thing is the ability to bundle, and which I'm most excited about because I come from a marketing background where there is no competition when you create an offer that is irresistible, right? So if you're able to bundle this product, this shirt with this beanie, with this water bottle, with this phone case, you are now unique. And so really the only limitation is probably your own creativity. And that's where EverBee Print is going. And I'm most excited about that for sure.
Dude, I love that. And then is EverBee Print going to be live here in 2023?
It is, yes. It'll be live in 2023. We'll probably open up our closed beta community first, make sure everything is fleshed out, make sure it's all good, and then we'll continue to scale different product types, shortly after we make sure that everything is working perfectly. Because the most important thing is, does it add value to our users? If it doesn't, then what are we doing, right? That's the most important thing. So yeah, the answer is 2023 is when EverBee Print is starting.
Well, Cody, thanks for having us. It's been a great day.
Thank you guys so much for coming out, man.